You've been able to get quite a lot of big home runs in the season. That's something you haven't had in the last year or two. What's that like to be able to call on that resource?
Hitting homers? It's always good, right? Means you got a quick run on the board. And we can do it throughout our lineup. You know, Trevor Plouffe's the guy that he's hit 30 home runs before or close to it. He's hitting down in the lineup today. Rosie's hit some big homers for us down in the lineup. Yonder was hitting up today. So we've talked about when we're good and what we feel like is good offensively for us is the length of the lineup. And multiple guys can hit some homers. Davis can hit them too.
What do you think of Manaea's night, and especially how he handled that last inning there?
Yeah, a little spotty to start, a little bit with the command, but the slider's really come a long way for him, and that's become a big pitch for him. Whether it's back foot to righties, whether it's away to lefties, true three-pitch mix now. I did some minor adjustments in the bullpen with some mechanics, and all in all gave us 6 solid innings, 1 run, and turned it over to the bullpen.
Better defense is going hand in hand with this winning streak too. What do you think of the defense you continue to play and Davis's catch in the last?
Yeah, especially in close games, you have to play good defense in close games. And now you're in the 9th inning. If a guy gets on base, now all of a sudden you're potentially 1 pitch away from having a tie game. So it was a great play. I don't know that he hit it that good. He's pretty strong. Might have got off the end a little bit, and that's why it's stayed short of the wall. But he had a good read on it and tracked it well.
Bob, you talked about the power you do have up and down the lineup, but a guy like Trevor, who you can hit up, you can hit him down, getting a guy who's in a streak like him to complement Chris Davis and just that kind of
this is a true power guy, and he had some injuries last year, which his numbers were a little bit down last year because of injury, but when he gets on a roll, and here he's not swinging particularly well to start the season, yet he's still hitting homers and big homers. So, he'll find a streak where he gets really hot too, and he's the type of guy that can carry a team. So he was a good pickup for us.
You kind of touched on the bullpen. How big have they been during this stretch here?
Yeah, no doubt. We're trying to find some order with it, and John's going to ask me who my closer is a little bit later. But the way it played out again today, we had Duller for that 7th inning, and the lefties were there in the 8th for Doolittle, and righties for Casilla in the 9th. And Casilla seems to be getting better and better. His command's better, a little better velocity, sharper breaking ball.
The other side of the home runs, you've been able to get a run when you have a guy at third base, and that's something that's been a problem in the past.
I'll tell you what, that's not the easiest task for a voter there, especially when a guy's throwing 96 miles an hour and throws the first 2 by you. But made a good enough swing to get the ball in the air, and that's all he was trying to do to get the run home. Difference between 1 run and 2 runs awfully big as the game goes along. So Yonder's homer was huge, but the sac fly was just as big.
Now that you have a closer, with Manaea, did you?
Manaea's not the closer.
Were you thinking much about the last game when he came into the 6th inning and kind of what he did to overcome what he did in the 6th inning last time?
You know what? It can't help it cross your mind, but what you look for is the command in the 6th inning, and he had it. He was in good shape there. If one more guy, and I'd have brought Dole in. Dole was ready, but you want him to cross those hurdles too. And 6th innings is big for a starter. If you can get 6 out of the starter, it's a lot easier to get through the game with, just having to cover 3 innings.